stock the ship with a whole bunch of shit and then we would go survive, which gave us a hell of a head start. But this time, I would say like we could go grind for the shit to stock the shit, and it wouldn't even be still grinding, to be honest. It's still a grind to it, but it's not as you can make good progress. It's not as time consuming, but it is still very much challenging considering the fact that the dinos are difficult. However, you get like 400 levels to put the stuff where as you please. However, for example, I did my levels, right? I did my levels. I put my health with it. I was able to put my health at like 7,000, right? So I went and punched the trike. He did from one hit 3,000 and something on me, and he was not even level 200. So it isn't like just because you get all those points, you still have to allocate them properly. You don't want to just throw them hoes anywhere and expect to be able to think it's a god mode. It does have infinite sprint. You don't have to worry about your running. If you put your points the right way, you won't have to worry about running. You won't have to worry about running out of stamina. You'll never run out of stamina. The reason why this is important is because there's things like Nameless that can one hit you. I got one hit like 3 times when I started. You're gonna need your running. You're gonna need your sprint. So I took the guesswork out of that one. As far as damage, you'll never put out as much as your dino really can. For example, my damage, well, the server's restarting, so I don't know if it'll let me look at my true damage. But I know it was like 2,000 or something, or let's just say guesswork 3,000. When I hit that trike, it did like 629 damage. I hit him with my fist, not with a weapon. So it's like the game rewards you for moving up in your tiers instead of if you just gonna sit there and want to be a beach monkey, you're not gonna make it. But if you want to actually move up, then it's fine. So I went to all these other servers. I went and looked at all the servers that were primitive. And none of them could even hold a flag, not even a far-fetched flag to this server. What you find so if you go to PvE side, what you find is it's riddled with building. It's so laggy. They literally have nothing else to do. They don't fight each other. It's literally nothing else for them to do but build. And what it resulted in was overbuilding, meaning they have fucking storages lined up, bookshelves lined up in a row on the beach. That kind of building. It's not even building. It's just them making something wherever they at, move on. Like they don't no longer. It was bad for it because the fear of getting caught made you consolidate your building. But without the fear of other people, you just build all over the map in every single spot. Just sitting things there, sitting storages there, knowing that there is no raiding. So that wasn't good. Then I looked at their primitive PvP servers, and here you have like just. Oh, and by the way, they were. Even though PvE is supposed to be like, oh, you can't kill each other per se, they got the defense plan, and it can. So I was like, well, let me see how effective this defense plan is, right? And I walked up to it, and one hit it took my health down halfway.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely, oh yeah. And I remember them from when people used to, unfortunately, build on the beach. And when they really want to be an asshole, they'll put defense plants underneath that rib cage where you have no choice but to spawn,
Mm-hmm.
and it's over before it even began. Some have put turrets there. Yeah, the toxicity could be up there. And so after going from server to server to server to server, looking around, I honestly found that our server is the best server, ironically. We have more to offer. Custom colored dinos, custom inventory drops, custom drops. All engrams from DLC packs unlocked as you level up. All level ups are available to you to give you a surviving chance because of the difficulty of the server. Um, Bosses that you can fight. Um, no spam building. Maintain. Um, it's literally the best server out there. It's just people don't know about this. They don't know it exists. They're looking. Everybody is looking for a place to go. They're looking to find a server to go to. And so I'm like, well, I'm gonna start advertising. Um, mm, and getting people in here, and maybe one day it'll get to the point where it'll be over 10 people, and we'll have to expand it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, well, um, if you want, well, later, whenever you
Oh no.
not busy. What did you say?
Is your microphone in your hair?
Is it what?
In your hair.
In my hair? No. What makes you think that?
Uh, it's like this sound, and it's like if your hair was like over your mic.
I mean, do you need to restart the party?
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Cause I mean, what am I like?
You don't hear it?
No, like when I'm listening to it, it sounds clear.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's clear. I went to adjust microphone level,
Mhm.
and it seems fine. Um, it looks fine.
Hmm.
So
I don't know what the hell is.
Restart the party, I guess. If that seems to be the thing.
Yeah, I just had this final wave. Teammates aren't that good at all.
Mm.
Like the Harvest Field got destroyed because of Mortar Titans already once. That type of thing.
Hmm. Oh, I see. Um.
Oh,
So,
seems clear now.
I was gonna say, whenever you weren't busy, um, I just want to see the survivability of this server. I don't think, to be honest, that I need to tweak anything. I do feel like the settings are perfect, but since we've survived in official, it's like we'll know what to kind of look out for this time.
Mm.
So I kind of want to do that. Mm. That's only if you want to. If you were taking a break away from Ark or something, that's fine too. It's one of my favorite games to play, so um, I still want to build stuff and do stuff. And I just want to see how survivable our server is, how challenging it is. Because honestly, it's like I felt like I was going from server to server looking for something that was like ours, and it's like it's not their servers are not stable, which I feel is played a heavy role in why they allow people to have their own servers to begin with, to control how they want the stability to be, and to take some of the weight off of the official servers. Because if there was no dedicated, like non-dedicated servers, I don't know what Arc would be. I don't think it'd be able to cope. It can't handle it even with the thousands of unofficial servers. So it's barely coping. It hasn't addressed the issue of the pillar spamming because they have seen it as a necessary evil that some people are building turrets around the resource rich areas. However, I'm like, just as you give people the option to turn that off, you could turn that off. But then they said the reason why they didn't is because what do you consider resource rich? That will become an issue. Some areas might just have a lot of metal, but not necessarily be considered a resource rich area, and here it is on lockdown. What if an area has a lot of stone? Heck, you can't make bullets without it. So I understood in the end that, yeah, it's just there's necessary evils out there, and that's just one of them.
Hmm.
So I understood that in the end because, yeah, it was no way around that. It was no way to really fix that. Um, it's like I would think of it like, okay, there should be like a limit as to how much a tribe can take up in the map. Meaning, but then the game would have to determine what's like, for example, if you build in one area and then how we're making outposts.
Mm-hmm.
I think, but I felt like, okay, well, maybe they can limit it based on the size of it. But then, what if, what if your building isn't wide but it's tall? It doesn't know the difference between that, and then you would have to do that for every person, 70 people, in every single server, and yeah. So I understood in the end how they ended up where they are.